So I'm so grateful to present the results of our work. So can you see the presentation? Yeah.
Yeah.
And the
Mm-hmm.
full screen. Great. So thank you very much. So I'm from Donetsk, and I'm a senior teacher at Donetsk National University. I've defended my PhD 2 years ago, and after that, I decided to make a small shift in my career, and I joined. Actually, I have joined online school 6 years ago, but I decided to develop myself as a lead methodologist, and now I'm a lead methodologist at Skying Online School, and I'm working on a new business English course. So, and today I'd like to discuss with you the ways of personalizing materials for adult learners, and also I will touch the topic of CLIL, which has already been mentioned. So, first of all, I'd like to ask you, do you like to have personalized approach towards education when you are taught? If yes, please write pluses in the chat. If no, then minuses. Thank you. And what aspects should be taken into account while personalizing materials? Is it your interests, professional sphere, any other ideas? Also, I would be grateful if you write those aspects in the chat.
Please use the chat. It's for me. Well, I have written it, but I think that is professional spheres.
Okay. Thank you. Yeah, professional sphere is one of the most important things which people would like to be personalized. So that's why today we are going to talk about how to personalize lessons while teaching students business course. And our course is called New Business Course because it is now being developed on the basis of new materials provided by modern experts of different business spheres. So, and aspects which should be taken into account while personalizing any materials are the interest of the students, their professional sphere. That's why those ideas which you wrote in the chat are the most interesting. Also, we should take into account what they would like to do in their professional sphere. Do they need to network, to negotiate, to make phone calls, to take part in interviews, write messages in the messengers? So, and according to those three aspects, we can build up the personal track of the student. Apart from this, we also should take into account the main aim, what the student should get at the end of the course, test the gaps in the student's knowledge and provide some materials which will fill those gaps. And also we should test their skills and develop those skills which are poorly developed so that the student has the right results at the end of the course. So that's why our course provides different levels of personalization. We can personalize materials on the course level, on the unit level, and on the lesson level. So now we are going to talk about, in particular, about each of the levels. So the first level of personalization starts on the course level. Our students work in different spheres, so that's why they might need different topics to be discussed during their business course. So it can be sales, IT, project management, a lot of other approaches. Apart from this, they also need to develop different skills like time management skills, presentation skills, networking skills, and each of the units of our course is devoted to one of those skills and to one of those topics. So that gives us an opportunity to personalize and to make this individual set for each of the students, combining their professional interests, their personal interests as well, and the skills which they need to develop for their perfect professional performance. So that's why we have double combo profit if we combine student skills and interests. So the student becomes really interested and feels that this course is personalized to them. So the next level of personalization is the personalization on the level of the unit. So each unit consists of 4 lessons, and there is also a revise and check test after each of the unit. That's why the unit is a unique separately standing single thing which can be taken separately, and it can trace the progress of the student within the unit. So the unit consists of 4 lessons. The first 2 lessons are focused on linguistic skills such as vocabulary, reading, listening, grammar, and the speaking. And the third and the fourth lessons are focused on business skills combined with linguistic skills. So they work on students' functional language, provide the student with the expert tips, provide this case study, provide the opportunity to role play a certain situation and solve a real life problem. So depending on the level of the student and the skills which they have fully developed and well developed, the teacher has 2 ways: either to start immediately with the third and the fourth lesson. They are based on the CLIL approach and provide the student with the development of the skills, or if the student doesn't have enough knowledge, so they can turn to the first 2 units, use those sections to develop the students' poor vocabulary skills or grammar skills. Grammar is also used in such a way so that the student is able to use the functional language. For example, if you have to develop the students' networking skills, so in the grammar part, you will study the types of questions and how to ask them. And having personalized the approach of how to take the material, so the teacher will be able to get the best results ever. And apart from this, we can also ask the student what is the most important for them, to develop their writing or their speaking skills. And depending on the answer, we have personal tracks within the production step, and they can finish the lesson with the writing production task or with the speaking production task. So each of the lesson has certain steps which can be taken. You can either take all of them or you can skip some of them depending on the personalized approach. So we've already touched that the student can choose the kind of production they would like to study, to have. And depending on the answer, there are certain optional steps. So if the student chooses the writing way of production, they have certain optional steps which present the writing sample, the structure of this writing sample, certain useful grammar construction and functional language, and which will help the student to cope with the writing production task easier. Also, there are 2 ways of working with the grammar steps. The first grammar steps can be used as guided discovery, and a teacher can trace the difficulties which the student might have. If there are no difficulties, then the next grammar step can be skipped or sent as a home assignment for extra work. And if there are certain grammar difficulties, the teacher can work on them. There is there is an opportunity to revise the rules and then to have some extra practice of grammar. So in such a way, all skills of the student can be personalized, can be developed, and we can get the best result. Apart from personalization on the lessons level, there is also an opportunity to personalize the student's home assignment. Usually business students are really busy, and an opportunity to choose the amount of work for 20, 40, or 60 minutes is great. They do appreciate it greatly. And they can open the cards and see what amount of the home assignment will be provided for them, and how much time it will take, and what skills they are going to develop. So the statistic of the course proves that it is pretty successful. There are 53,103 students, which is pretty good result. More than 55% of students who study at Skyeng online school take this course. And the lesson score is 89. Ksenia has already touched those points of the metrics and statistics. So you can see that the score is pretty good. So the likes and dislikes share is 4.8 out of 5, which also is pretty good. And this opportunity to personalize the homework shows that 88% of students do the homework, and 77 of them completed with A level, so with one of the highest skills. So thank you very much. If you have any questions, I will be ready to answer them, and feel free to write me for extra discussions.